Hello everyone, welcome to Graphic Designers Workshop. Let us see how to design a PlaySchool pamphlet in Coreldraw. So, let us start. I have saved all the relevant files for the pamphlet inside a folder, and also I have saved the content that we are going to put on the pamphlet inside a notepad document. So I also have the images which are going to be placed inside the pamphlet, and I also have some icons. So now we'll start designing the pamphlet. So first we'll select an A5 size document. So A5 size is the best option for a pamphlet. A pamphlet is like an advertisement, a printout paper. So that is usually distributed on the street by some salesman. Right. So what we'll do is, after selecting the A5 size, we will start with the background. So the basic background we are going to start. So here in layer 1, we will first rename the layer as background. Right. So we'll just double click on the rectangle, and then we'll select the ellipse. To get a perfect ellipse, hold Ctrl and just create an ellipse so that it intersects the rectangle. So something like this. So we are going to divide this rectangle into two sections. The top section, where we are going to put the title and also some of the captions and the content, and here the bottom section we are going to put the images and the remaining content. Right. So first what we'll do is we will use the Smart Fill tool, and we'll just give some color to it. Right. So I have given a yellow color to it, and then for the bottom section I will give some green color, and then we can delete this circle. Right. So the next thing we'll do is, here we'll take a duplicate, just hit Ctrl D. So we have created a duplicate, and then we will just remove the outlines for these sections. And the next thing we'll do is, here we'll select one of the bottom section, and we'll give it a green color, a red color. We'll slightly move it up. Right. So something like this. You can use arrow keys to move it. Right. So the next thing we'll do is, we'll create a small design using a 3-point curve. So we can just create a 3-point curve, so something like this, and we'll release the mouse, and we'll take one more duplicate of it. Right. Then what we'll do is, we will join both these curves. So we'll just select these 2 points, and then first we have to unite them. So what we'll do is, first we'll unite these 2 curves, select the 2 curves by holding shift, and here we have an option weld. So by using the weld option we can unite these curves, and after the curves are united, select these 2 points and then right click and select join. So we have joined it. Do the same thing, just select the 2 points here and then we'll just right click and click join. So we have combined the 2 curves. We'll do some small modification here. So we'll create 1 point here just and make it like this. So something like this. Make it into a sharp corner like this. Right. So we can just give it some curvature. So something like this. So then we'll give it a red color, and then we'll keep it over here. We'll remove the outline for this. Simply just click none, so the outline is gone, and just will place it here. Make sure that the alignment guides are on. So to activate the alignment guides, go to view menu, and here we have the alignment guides. Right. Now just we will rotate this curve a little bit. We'll make it small. And also we will adjust the left side points a little bit like this. We can also give some curvature to it, something like this. Right. And we'll make it a little bit small. It should not be too big. Right. So then we will just duplicate this and then we will flip it. So here we have an option mirror horizontally, and then just we'll keep it exactly parallel to the first one. So something like this. Right. So it's some kind of design. So it looks attractive. Right. We can just use arrow keys to move it down a little bit. Right. Now, the next thing we are supposed to do is, we will give some gradients to these backgrounds. So I will first select the yellow background and we'll give it an orangish gradient. Just hit F11 so that edit fill dialog opens, and here we will give an orange and yellow gradient. So simply we can give an orange color. Right. Orange and yellow. And we will also use elliptical fountain fill and make sure that the center color is light. So something like this. Right. For the bottom shape also we'll give a greenish gradient. So simply hit F11 and we'll select dark green and light green, and we'll make it into an elliptical gradient. And also we can adjust the gradient positioning. We'll just click OK, and then we can hit G. G is the interactive fill tool, so with which we can just adjust the direction of the gradient, direction and spread of the gradient. Right. So now we got the gradient and we also got the design. So the next thing we are supposed to do is We will first start with the top section, the yellow section. We are going to put the title and also the other text content in this yellow section. So I have all the content in this notepad file, and I have the relevant images over here, and we'll get the first image. So here we have one image, so we'll get this image. So we'll just open our Coreldraw. We'll just go to File, Import, and we'll browse to our folder. We'll select the image and we'll import it. So we'll select this image and we will drag this image just below this red color background or red color design, and we'll slightly scale it. So something like this. Right. We can adjust it so that it covers the top section completely. Right. So now we can do one thing. We also want to see the gradient. So what we'll do is we can actually use blending modes. So we'll select this image and we will select the transparency tool, and over here we have a list of blending modes. We can select an interesting blending mode, so something like overlay, multiply. Right, multiply looks fine. Right, we'll also apply some transparency to it. So after selecting the transparency tool, here we have options. We'll select the uniform transparency. So we can just slightly increase the transparency. So something somewhere around 50%. Right. Now we'll start the text content. So we'll start with the title. So we'll select this little birds, simply copy it, and we'll select the text tool and we'll paste it. Just increase it, and here we will select Comic Sans. Comic Sans is an ideal font for this project because this is related to a children's school, a play school for kids who are below 10 years or below 6 years. So Comic Sans is the best font for such pamphlets. So this is the Comic Sans font. So then what we'll do is we'll change its color. So we can give it a blue color, and we'll also make it bold. Right. And we can also give it a small outline. Just open the outline pen dialog, which is located near the status bar. Right. And here we can select a white color, and we can give it a hairline, a very thin outline. Right. And we can also give it a simple shadow, something like this. Right. Now it looks fine. And below this title we will put PlaySchool. So we'll just simply click here and we'll copy the next one. We can also type, but to save time I'm copying. and paste it, right? And what we'll do is we will also change it to Comic Sans, right? We have to select the entire word, so we will just use Comic Sans, right? And make it bold, right? Right. So now the next thing. So we also have to put a caption at the center at this place. So what we'll do is we'll just copy the caption. So the caption is, your child deserves best education. So simply copy this. And then we'll create a text block and we will paste. We'll center align the text. Just adjust the text properly. Make sure that you have 2 lines of text, right? This is center align, and also we will select Comic Sans. So we will use Comic Sans for all the text content because that is an ideal font for this project, right? And we'll give it a dark blue color. Blue color suits well in yellow backgrounds because yellow is the opposite color of blue, right? We'll also increase the size. So we'll make it say 20 points. Just keep 20 here, right? And also make it bold, right? Then we will also give it a small hairline, right? And we will also give it a drop shadow, a very a small drop shadow actually. So we have to control the drop shadow, right? Right, this looks better, and we will we'll reduce the opacity for the shadow, right? This looks better. And then on the far right side we will put a label. So for label we will be selecting a star. So we'll simply draw a star, and make sure that the star is having 24 points actually. And we will also change the shape of the star a little bit. It should look something like this, right? Now it looks fine. And we'll give it a red color gradient. So first we'll apply a fill color inside the shape, and then we'll open the edit fill dialog. I have saved some gradients inside the edit fill dialog, so I will just select those saved gradients and apply it to this shape, right? And we will remove the outline, and in fact we'll give it a white color outline, a little bit thick outline, so pure white. So now it looks better, but we'll keep it to 1.5 points width, right? And we'll scale it a little bit, we'll scale it down, right? So inside this shape we will put a text. So that is summer joy season, enroll now. So we'll copy it and then we'll create a text block and we'll paste. We'll also make it, we'll also use Comic Sans font for it. We'll make it bold and we'll slightly increase the size of the text and we will center align it. Right. Just keep it over here. Give it a pure white color. So white color looks nice, and also we will reduce the size of the text. Highlight the text and we'll give it okay, 12 points. 12 points are okay. So we'll just make it into a 3 lines of text. So we'll just right. Now it looks fine. Right. And then what we'll do is, so we can group this shape as well as the text, and we can give a small drop shadow to it. So simply select the drop shadow tool and we can give a little bit of shadow to this shape. Right. But don't give it a dark shadow. So we can actually reduce the opacity for it. Right. So we will scale this label and create space for one more label. Just make it a little bit small. That's it. Then we'll select a rectangle tool. We'll give it a blue color. We'll remove its outlines and we'll make it into a rounded rectangle. And this rounded rectangle is going to have sharp corners on the right side. So what we'll do is we will just make the right side corners sharp. Right, something like this. And you can also scale it a little bit. Right. So now we'll put a text on this shape. So we'll just select this admissions open and we will click here. Make sure that the font is Comic Sans MS and also make it into a bold font and paste. Right. We can give it a pure white color. And also for the shape we will give it a red color outline, a pure red color, and we'll slightly increase the width. Right. Now we will group these two objects, the text and the shape. Right, and we will just scale it down and we'll keep it over here. We'll just make it a little bit small. Right. So now it looks fine. And we can also move the center text, the caption, a little bit to the left. Right. So now we have completed the top section. We'll now proceed to the bottom section. So the bottom section is having 3 images. So these 3 images are going to be inside ellipses. So we'll be placing images inside an ellipse. First we'll create an ellipse. Simply hold Ctrl and create an ellipse. We can give some color to it and then we will get the image now. So we'll go to File, Import, and we'll get the first image. So this is the image of these little kids. So what we'll do is we will put this image inside this ellipse. So simply right click and we'll select the power clip inside option, and once you select the power clip option, you are going to see this small arrow, the black arrow, and when this black arrow appears, you just click inside this blue ellipse. That's it. The image sits inside this ellipse, and now we are going to adjust the image. To adjust the image, here we have an option, edit. So simply select the edit option, and then we will scale the image a little bit, right, so that the two kids are visible. That's it. And now just click finish, right, and we can remove its outline. So then what we'll do is we will create one more ellipse, a smaller ellipse, so something like this, slightly smaller than the first one, and we'll make the left ellipse a little bit big, right, and then we will put one more image inside this ellipse. So go to File, Import, and we'll select this image, and we'll do the same thing. We'll use the power clip option. Simply right click over the image, select the power clip inside option, and click inside this green ellipse. That's it. And to adjust the image, just click on this edit option, and we will scale it down so that the two kids are visible, right, and we will click on finish. That's it. We can remove the outline, and we will just create one more ellipse. We can also duplicate these ellipses, but these ellipses have images inside it, so it's better to create a new ellipse. Try to match the size of this ellipse. Right, now we'll give some color to it and remove the outline, and then we'll get the third image. This is the third image, and now we'll place the third image inside this ellipse using power clip inside. That's it. And we will also adjust the image. Simply click on the edit, just scale it down, right, that's it, and click on finish. So now we have all the three images. So one thing we can do is we can put these images at the bottom section, but we can do one interesting thing here. We can take one more ellipse, and we are going to make it a little bit big, something like this, and we'll give it a pure white color. We'll remove the outline, and we will right click on the ellipse, and we'll say just back one. Right click, order, and back one. Oh, we'll do it again. Oh, it's not going. Just right. Now it's gone. So we'll select both the image as well as the ellipse. Okay, and what we can do is we can scale it down. So something like this. and we'll keep it over here. That's it. And to make it more interesting, we can select the ellipse and we can give it a red color outline. So something like this, and we can make the outline a little bit thick, but we'll try to make it okay, this is better. 1.5 points is better. And also for the image, we'll give the same red color outline. That's it. Now it looks better. And we'll do the same for these two images. So we'll keep this image over here. And we will get an ellipse. And we'll give the ellipse pure white color. And just scale it so that it is big. And then what we can do is, we want this ellipse behind the image. So here you can use the layers panel, or you can say this objects panel. So in case the objects panel is not available on the right side, you can always go to Windows, Dockers, and get the objects panel. In older versions of Coreldraw, it is object manager, right? So we want the ellipse behind the image. So simply what we can do is, instead of using right click order, we can just simply drag the ellipse below the image like this. That's it. And what we can do is, we can give it a red outline, just like what we have done for the first image. That's it. And we will select the image here and we will give it a red color outline. That's it. Now we can select the ellipse and also the image, and we can group them. Okay, we can also group the first image and its white color ellipse. So we got the groups of all three images, and I have also placed the ellipse behind this third image, and also I have applied outlines to it. So now we will adjust the three images. We'll make the center image a little bit big, and these two left and right images a little bit small. So we can use the shift key to make it small. And we can also make this one small. Make sure that both are having the same size. Right. Just keep it to the right. The center one is big, but we'll just make it slightly big. Right. So we can also align the three images properly. Okay, make sure that all three images are aligned properly. Right. And I'll slightly move it. Right. Now it looks better. So now we have adjusted the images properly. Now we'll move on to the next portion of the pamphlet. So here we will be placing three rectangles. So first I will create one rectangle and I will apply a red color to it. We'll remove the outline. We'll make it into a rounded rectangle, and we will make the bottom corners of the rectangle sharp, something like this, and we'll make it a little bit small. Then we'll apply a gradient to it. Just simply hit F11. So I have already saved some of the gradients, so I will just apply those gradients to this shape, right? And then we will also give a small outline to it. We'll give it a white color outline, and it should be very thin, just a hairline. That's it. And now we will duplicate it. So just duplicate it, and we'll duplicate it one more time. So we have 3 duplicates, and all the 3 duplicates are having equal spacing. That's it. So in these 3 shapes, we are going to place a different content actually, and here we are also going to put a title. So means it indicates what exactly is going to be inside these shapes. So it is like a heading. So what we'll do is, here we will copy this special features, and we'll just click here, and then we'll paste it. We'll just select the entire text. We'll use Comic Sans, and we'll give it a pure white color. That's it. We'll just scale it down, and we'll give it a bold font. Right, that's it. Now we have to start placing the content in these 3 boxes or 3 rectangles. So in the first box, we'll put the title first. The title is Certified Teachers. Just copy it, and we'll click here, and we'll paste. We'll highlight the text. We'll give it Comic Sans, and we will reduce the size. Okay, we'll reduce it even further. Okay, I think 8 points is better. We'll give it 6 points. Right, this looks better. And we'll give it a pure yellow color, and we'll make it bold. That's it. We'll copy the text 2 times, so that we don't have to take the font again and again. We can just simply paste the matter. Right. And we'll change the heading for these 2 texts. For this one, we will select this class programs, and we'll paste the matter here. Right. Align it properly. It should be exactly center aligned. You can check these alignment guides. In case these are not active, you can always go to view and select the alignment guides. Right. And the last one is Big Playground. Just copy it and paste. That's it. So align it properly. Right. Now we will put the paragraph here. The paragraph for the first one is certified teachers. So we'll just copy this, and then we'll create a text block here, and we will paste the matter. Okay, and also we have to select all the text by hitting Ctrl A, and here we will just put just a minute, we will remove the text. We'll just use 4 points and then we will just paste the text. Okay, we'll also use the Comic Sans font. Right, Comic Sans, and we'll make it bold. And we can give it at least 5 points. Okay, and we will center align the text. Right. And in case you think it's not so big, you can still increase the size. But one important thing is it should not be too big than the title, or it should not be bigger than the title actually. Right. So what we can do is we can slightly increase the size of the title. Right, and we can just use the same size value for the remaining titles or headings. Right, just select the last one and then we'll paste. Oh, just a minute, we have not selected it, and paste. That's it. So even this one is also not selected. Paste. Right, now it looks fine. So now what we'll do is we'll simply duplicate this paragraph, place it over here, check the alignments. The alignment has to be perfect, right? And we will just change the matter here. So we'll just copy the matter for class programs and paste it, right? And for the last one, we'll just copy the matter and paste it. That's it. Right. So I have left some gap in between the title, in between the heading and the paragraph. So what I will do is I am going to put some icons. So I have already downloaded some of the icons. Let me get those icons. So for the first teacher one is, so this is the icon. So we will simply drag this. So here is the icon. So we'll change the color, and it is an SVG file. SVG means scalable vector graphics. So this file we can get from iconfinder.com, or you can also create it. Just to save time, I have downloaded from iconfinder.com. That's it. And we'll get 2 more icons. So the next 2 icons are for class programs and big playground. So simply go to File, Import, and we'll select the icon for the class programs. So this is the icon. We'll change its color to yellow. Simply we'll scale it down and we will adjust it, place it exactly in between the heading and the paragraph. Right. Just we need to get one more icon. Just go to File, Import, and the last one is for the big playground. So we'll just select this icon and we'll change its color to yellow. We'll just adjust it in between the heading and the paragraph. That's it. And we can also check the alignments if you want. just keep it exactly. We can just try to keep it parallel to the left icon. Okay, right, that's it. So we are almost coming to the business end of this project. So all we have to do is just we have to put one label at the bottom. Okay, so we'll just finish it off. We'll create one label at the bottom here. So here in this label we will be having the address, the phone number, and also the email. So we'll just create a box using the rectangle. We'll give it a yellow color. We'll remove the outline for this, and we'll make it rounded rectangle. So what we'll do is we'll just give a value of 20 and 20 to the top left and top right corner of this rectangle in the properties bar. Right, just place it here. We can scale it a little bit like this. So adjust it properly. Right. So now we'll start placing the content inside this rectangle. So we can also give it a red color outline to give a little attraction to it. So we'll use 1.5 as the width for the outline, and we will just select a red outline. That's it. So now we'll start placing the content. So here we have the first one, that is contact. Just copy it, and we'll create a text block, and we'll paste the matter. So we'll highlight the text, we'll use Comic Sans, and we'll make it bold, and we can give it a pure red color, and we will center align the text. We'll make it small actually. Just here you can just adjust the text. Don't make it too small. So we can slightly increase the size of the text. Right. So here we got the contact. So we'll just create one more block by copying this and pasting it, and here we are going to put address. Address is a little bit big, so the text block has to be a little bit big. So now we will just get the address. So we will copy the address here, and we'll just paste the address. Right, now it looks nice. Just we can move it like this. Right, just we need to get an email. We'll just move it. We need some space for the email. Right, so what we'll do is we will just duplicate this contact again, and we will get the email. So just copy it, and here we will highlight the text and paste. Right, so we can also a little bit scale it. So I have adjusted the address, contact number, and as well as the mail. So just to finish it off, so here we will just put the website address. So the website address is www.littlebudsplayschool.com, and for this one also we will use Comic Sans. So for all the text over here I have used Comic Sans because this is an ideal font for something related to children, and we can give it a white color. White looks very bright. That's it. So to finish it off, so we will just do some final interesting things. So we can give a white outline to these designs. So simply I can select white color and we can give it a small hairline actually, and we'll do the same thing for the left design. Just select the white color and then we'll select the hairline option. So we got a very thin outline for this. And for the red color, which is locked actually, so we'll just unlock everything. And for this one also we'll give a white color, but slightly thick outline. We'll make it even more thick, right, so that it is visible. And also for the green one, so just use a hairline is better, and we can just select a pure white color. That's it. So this is our pamphlet. Now we will export it. We will export it as a PDF file. So simply go to File, Export, and we will select PDF. So PDF is portable document format. So simply select it, and we'll just give it a name, Little Buds Pamphlet. So we'll just export it, and we don't have to change any settings here, just simply click OK. That's it. So now we can check the output. So we'll just simply fit here. So this is our pamphlet, and our pamphlet is ready for print. We can directly give it for print. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please do subscribe, like, share, and if you have anything to say, do comment. See you again.